Welcome to an audiobook summary of an amazing book. The Art of War by Sun Tzu is a timeless masterpiece on strategy, leadership, and conflict management. It is much more than a military manual. It's a guide to navigating life's challenges with strategy, wisdom, and adaptability. Its lessons are timeless. Sun Tzu was a Chinese military general, strategist, philosopher, and writer who lived during the Eastern Zhou period. Written in ancient China, this treatise offers insights into the nature of warfare that extend beyond the battlefield, applying to business, politics, and personal challenges. Composed of 13 chapters, each focused on a specific aspect of warfare, the text emphasizes adaptability, preparation, and the importance of understanding both oneself and one's adversaries. Before we start, if you enjoy insightful content like this and want to stay updated on fascinating summaries and reviews, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's a small click for you, but a huge help for us to keep bringing you quality content. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Laying Plans. This chapter emphasizes the importance of careful planning before engaging in any conflict. Sun Tzu highlights 5 key factors for consideration. 1. Moral law. Aligning the people's goals with the leader's mission. 2. Heaven. Understanding timing and environmental conditions. 3. Earth. Analyzing terrain and distances. 4. The commander. Qualities of leadership, including wisdom, sincerity, courage, and discipline. 5. Method and discipline. Organization and logistics. Sun Tzu argues that war is a matter of vital importance and should not be entered into lightly. Successful planning involves evaluating strengths and weaknesses to determine the probability of victory. Chapter 2. Waging War. In this chapter, Sun Tzu discusses the costs of prolonged warfare and emphasizes the importance of swift and decisive action. He warns against draining resources, as wars that drag on harm both sides. Key takeaways from this. Avoid unnecessary expenditure of resources and manpower. Use the enemy's resources to sustain your campaign. Focus on achieving victory quickly to minimize damage to your own forces. Chapter 3. Attack by Stratagem. The greatest victories are those achieved without fighting. Sun Tzu stresses the importance of strategy and deception. Key principles in this. Know yourself and your enemy. This knowledge ensures victory in countless battles. Subdue the enemy without combat. Victory through psychological and strategic superiority is ideal. Divide and conquer. Break the enemy's alliances and disrupt their plans. The chapter underscores that winning battles is not enough. Preserving your resources and morale is equally vital. Chapter 4. Tactical Dispositions. Sun Tzu discusses the importance of positioning and preparation. A successful leader ensures that their army is invulnerable while waiting for vulnerabilities in the enemy. Key ideas of this. Defensive strategies ensure survival. Offensive strategies secure victory. A skilled leader creates conditions for success rather than relying on luck. Flexibility and adaptability are essential to exploiting opportunities. Chapter 5. Energy. Sun Tzu explores the use of energy and momentum in battle. The chapter highlights the power of combining direct and indirect methods to confuse and overwhelm the enemy. Important points from this. Force should be concentrated at critical points. Timing and momentum can turn a small advantage into a decisive victory. Variation in tactics keeps the enemy guessing and off balance. Chapter 6. Weak points and strong. This chapter focuses on exploiting the enemy's weaknesses while protecting your own vulnerabilities. Key lessons from this. Avoid what is strong, attack what is weak. Be unpredictable to force the enemy to spread their resources thin. Adapt your tactics based on the situation and terrain. Sun Tzu emphasizes the importance of reconnaissance and intelligence to identify opportunities. Chapter 7. Maneuvering. Maneuvering involves the movement of troops and positioning in response to the enemy's actions. Sun Tzu advises against hasty or reckless actions and stresses the importance of coordination. Key points from this. Unity and discipline are essential for successful maneuvering. Avoid unnecessary risks and only engage when conditions are favorable. Use deception to mislead the enemy and gain an advantage. Chapter 8. Variation in Tactics. Sun Tzu warns against rigidly adhering to a single strategy. Flexibility is crucial for success. Key principles include: adjust your plans based on the changing circumstances. Recognize when to advance and when to retreat. Avoid predictable patterns to keep the enemy uncertain. Chapter 9. The Army on the March. This chapter provides practical advice for navigating terrain and maintaining the morale and health of troops. Sun Tzu discusses various types of ground and their strategic implications. Key lessons from this are: choose favorable terrain to position your forces. Avoid dangerous traps or overly ambitious pursuits. Maintain discipline and avoid exhausting your troops unnecessarily. Chapter 10. Terrain. Sun Tzu categorizes terrain into 6 types and offers strategies for each. Accessible. Open ground where both sides can maneuver easily. Entangling. Ground that is difficult to leave once entered. Temporizing. Neutral ground where neither side gains an advantage. Narrow passes. Areas where positioning and speed are critical. Precipitous heights. Elevated positions that offer a significant advantage. Positions at a great distance. Areas where supply lines and timing are crucial. Understanding and adapting to terrain is key to strategic success. Chapter 11. The 9 Situations. Sun Tzu identifies 9 types of battlegrounds and the corresponding strategies for each. 1. Dispersive ground. Fighting near your territory. Avoid prolonged conflict. 2. Facile ground. Easy to advance. Maintain control. 3. Contentious ground. Strategic areas that offer significant advantages. 4. Open ground. Neutral zones. Be cautious of the enemy's movements. 5. Intersecting ground. Areas where multiple parties have interests. Form alliances. 6. Serious ground. Deep in enemy territory. Secure resources and morale. 7. Difficult ground. Harsh terrain. Move carefully. 8. Hemmed-in ground. Areas with limited escape routes. Fight only when necessary. 9. Desperate ground. Critical situations. Use all available resources for survival. Each situation requires a specific approach to ensure success and survival. Chapter 12. The Attack by Fire. Sun Tzu discusses the use of fire as a weapon and the broader concept of using environmental factors to one's advantage. Key points from this are: use natural forces to amplify your power. Timing is critical when employing such strategies. Always have contingency plans to adapt to changing circumstances. Chapter 13. The Use of Spies. The final chapter emphasizes the value of intelligence and espionage. Sun Tzu categorizes spies into 5 types. 1. Local spies, recruited from the enemy's territory. 2. Inward spies, enemy officials turned into informants. 3. Converted spies, captured spies who are turned to your side. 4. Doomed spies, used to spread false information. 5. Surviving spies, gatherers of long-term intelligence. Sun Tzu stresses that good intelligence can prevent unnecessary conflict and lead to decisive victories. Winning war without fighting? Interesting, isn't it? So, let's go to the key takeaways of the art of war. Point 1. Preparation and adaptability. Success depends on preparation and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. Point 2. Deception and strategy. Misleading the enemy is as important as direct confrontation. Point 3. Self-knowledge and awareness. Understanding both your strengths and weaknesses, as well as those of your adversary, is crucial. Point 4. Efficiency and speed. Swift and decisive action minimizes costs and maximizes impact. Point 5. Leadership and discipline. Effective leadership and well-organized forces are vital for success. With that, we have come to the conclusion of the summary of this wonderful book. The Art of War by Sun Tzu is much more than a military manual. It's a guide to navigating life's challenges with strategy, wisdom, and adaptability. Its lessons are timeless, offering profound insights into conflict resolution, leadership, and achieving success in any endeavor. By applying Sun Tzu's principles, individuals can make better decisions, avoid unnecessary conflict, and achieve their goals more effectively. Thank you for listening to this audiobook summary. We will meet in the next one. Subscribe and stay tuned for more amazing audiobooks. Audiobook Library us. We wish you all the success.